gonna do a quick sound test. I'm gonna be talking a bunch, and you'll hear an echo. All right, I'm just gonna do a quick sound test. I'm gonna be talking a bunch, and you'll hear an echo. All right, cool. That sounds fine. Maybe a little bit. Excuse me. Sorry. Maybe a little bit quiet, but we will see what happens with that. So basically, you can already see it on the stream, but I am in a different place right now. Don't worry about it. This is just temporary setup while I would say it's temporary, but it's fine. This is going to be just where I'll be at for the next few days. This will probably make streams more and more scuffed, but this is just how it's gonna have to be. I realized I don't have my cutters and mold line remover thing. Hang on 1 second. All right, sorry about that. Just to make sure everyone has everything prepared. But basically, so you can probably notice that I have these guys over here that appear to be primed. Now, well, I would love to say I'm painting them. I'm saving that for maybe another hangout where my friends can guide me through the process, because I don't trust my ability to actually paint quite yet. But I got everything. I got the brushes in this handy dandy cup, and then we'll be doing that on another stream. But for now, I'm doing something. I'm going to be assembling more models. I would have shown me priming these guys, but to be honest, I had to do it outside in the cold, and I really didn't like it. And I'd much rather just done it without, any of that fanfare, just so easier for me to do. But basically, the idea is we're going to be assembling the new edition of the Cadian shock troops. Now, as you know, I am currently building Imperial Guard. This is an older version of Imperial shock troops. Like, these are an older version of the Cadian shock troops. They are, I'll show you as like as a primer. So you can see it's like he's primed. I think the base got a little bit of a bad coat on it, but as far as I'm concerned, the rest of this guy is pretty cleanly coated. Here, I'll angle my camera up so you can see a little more. And I'm also trying out this from the side thing. I don't know if this is going to look better on camera for building, but we'll see. But anyway, getting off track already. Say this guy can be like that, and then I got my Boxcaster. But they're very I think the one thing I hope to address with this is how they're the same. But basically, I have like the squad. I got 5. Basically, I have a full squad here. As you can see, I got like 4 lazy guys, a Boxcaster, 2 heavy weapons guys, and a bunch of gun people. So 5-man squad. Well, no, like a 10-man squad. So basically, in this kit includes the building for another 10-man squad. Now, the one thing I heard that this offers over the original pack is more access to heavy weapons. So like on the back, showed up, you got a plasma cannon, a sniper rifle, and you got your normal plasma pistol. So I think we'll end up having some more options and some more stuff to toy with. Also, just like an increase in the number of heads. So like it won't focus, but you can see we have so many more options for heads versus like the last set, the first set, which I felt was a little limited in what you could do with them. So hopefully it'll be nice. All right, let's not waste any more time. We've already spent 4 minutes talking about absolutely nothing. So let's just jump right into it. Put my phone there so I can see it. Now I'm actually like really excited because this is, like I said, it's a completely new pack. Then I didn't get my glue. Hang on a second. One more second. Yeah, sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure. I had to go back and make sure I really did have everything I needed to assemble. So, I got some glue, and I normally use this to unclog them. I kind of messed up my camera angle, so let me just fix that. All right. So let's see how this goes. All right. So the first thing I notice is that, well, I mean, it just looks the same, I guess. And got a new instruction sheet, which excited to see what goodies I can build. I think I want to. Let's find out. So let's start reading. See what we have in here. Let's do the decals. Not too concerned about the decals yet. Those will be put on if they need to be, but most likely won't, since I'm not really big on that. I had a second glue thing. I wanted to try and find it. I just don't know where it is. Maybe I'll look for it after stream if I can just ignore how much it bothers me right now. But we'll see. Sworn I put it around here somewhere. It'll be fine. All right, so yeah, so let's just look at some of these screws. So we got. So these are the screws that contain the body. The actual bodies look the same, honestly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, 10 torsos, 10 legs. So, and then I'm sure a bunch of spare doodads that will be used or not be used. We shall see. So yeah, I think so let's just assemble. I'm pretty sure it'll be just like assembling infantry. I just will have more decision points. Oh wow, this has got like the brochure kind of fold out thing. All right, I see you. All right, cool. So let's see what we got. So let's start out. We'll start out with the first thing we'll do is we will get all the torsos and legs out first. So let's just get started on that. I'm also excited to do this because it has been a bit since I've done this. I guess I would say a bit, but not really. Like in my last stream, I finished assembling units that would be much more complex, like like a Scion group and like an actual resin figure. But so it's been a while since I just assembled like straight up infantry like this. So I'm hoping I haven't gotten too rusty, or I don't mess up too much. These pairs of legs. I love gluing these pairs of legs. Never had a single issue with that ever. No siree. All right. Make sure to give the sergeant a proper pair of legs. So I think we have a new sergeant. Instead of an angry sergeant, we have a dude with a military hat who actually looks like an officer rather than a dude who just forgot to bring his helmet to the front lines, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know, but there's something charming about the OG sergeant. Him and his never-ending anger towards his men, probably afraid that the commissar will judge him too harshly. What I was considering doing actually was maybe at some point, since I live near a local game store in this place, there's a local game store near me here, I was going to try to perhaps get a second start collecting pack, because that would basically enable me to get another infantry squad and a tank and a heavy weapons squad. That would probably help me a bit with sort of actually filling out an army. But then they also have other stuff, they have the Hydra. The Hydra looks pretty cool. Now I don't know if it's actually good, but it looks cool. Alright, so we are halfway through cutting out torsos. think I have like, if I finished building this, I would have had finished building, what is it, like almost 30 infantry, not counting like the commissar, but this would be my third full squad constructed of infantry. And then I had like a commissar and the Tempestus Scion squad, and then yeah, it gets kind of insane if you really think about it. Alright, sick. Okay, cool. I'll set these screws aside. Then the most important step of this whole process is mold line removal. Is what I've been constantly telling myself as I've gone in through doing this stuff. Just make sure you remove mold lines, so that way when you start painting them, it doesn't show up. I've actually noticed that after I finish priming these guys over there, it really does. There is a lot of noticeable. Like I've missed like a little bit of a mold line, and I can see it very clearly against him. And I was surprised, even though I was told very clearly that mold lines do persist very clearly if you don't paint. Well, if you don't remove them before painting. So that is something I am going to be striving to do here. Alright, how are you looking? Are you looking fine? Just do that a little bit on you. Solid. I think these chest pieces are... there's a little bit on them, but definitely not as much as the legs. The legs are, I think, are the ones I'm going to focus on the most for this. Oh, this is fine. You're fine, you're fine. It's crazy. These all have mold lines in the same places. Almost like they were made from the same build process and mass produced. I think what I might do is I'm definitely going to build this squad out to be somewhat unique, because I really want to take advantage of like all the increased customization options they have. But I really also want to I want to keep like, I guess the next squad I build will try and keep it a little more uniform. Because, you know, it's always like, you know, when you have like, I just dropped a piece, hang on. Oi, oi, oi. Found it. All right, that was a painful experience. Let us hope it doesn't happen again. Otherwise, I'll be very sad. Right. Now back to cleaning torsos. You know, it was a rookie mistake, but it's fine. Solid. Sick. Alright, cool. Now we'll go back to the legs. The legs always have more. They always have, like, one mold line going down the whole side of the leg. You kind of just remove all at once. Yeah, but I think also it's like the Imperial Guard Start Collecting Pack just provides like a nice jumping off point where it makes, because you know, it's pretty well rounded. You get a heavy weapons team, a tank, and just a squad of infantry and a commissar. I don't know how many commissars you need in an army, but I think getting all of that in one kit makes it a pretty good deal, honestly. Just because I get the infantry assembled, and I get the extra tank, and then if I need a commissar, because technically, if I get another one of those, I'll have 3 commissars total. That means I'll be very set. I'm also very scared about like that resin mini, because I don't know how different it is than trying to get another like kind of mini out there, but it's it'll be an adventure just learning how to paint it. No, I'm not going to paint it for at least another few months. I know I'm like talking about like I'm going to do it like soon, but I really won't be able to get around to it for a while because I have school, and I won't be. I didn't have the ability to bring it with me when I left for school, which is unfortunate, but I'm over it. I'm fine just dealing a little bit with these guys. You have to get so closely involved with these guys for it to come out. Let me see, how much glue do I have? Oh, I know I have plenty of glue in this. I don't even need the second one. No shot I'll need the second one, but it's a shame because I spent money on it, so I don't want to like just forget that I had it. Is it not like I had a bag of stuff that I bought? It's not there. Okay, well, it is bothering me a little bit to the point where I might want to go, after I finish cleaning up these legs, I'll go try and look for it before I start gluing. I'll give it another look. I won't take too long though. I don't want to like just turn this into a talk about how I lost, a pack of glue. But it's something that will like be in the back of my mind, and either I'll just accept it or either I'll accept it or I'll find it and then be happier. Let's see though. I don't want to. Being obsessive about it isn't going to help anyone, especially me, since I have to build these darn models. so weird doing this. I wonder what it's like for the custom scene, because like having people who get access to like 3D printers and can like actively print out their own models, like that must be a great time for them. Unfortunately, I do not. Because if I were to use my school's 3D printer, it would simply be an exercise of, yeah, I have to print these like fantasy soldier dudes for this like game where they're supposed to kill each other, and something tells me that wouldn't go so well with the people who I have to like get approval from to use their facilities. That might that yeah that probably won't go over too well with them. Yeah, let's be real. All right. I guess just like a small life update outside of like just doing these minis. It's pretty weird with school going to be being virtual again for like the first 2 weeks of the semester. That's like it's something I thought we were definitely past at when it ended last year, and I was really excited to be back in person for this year. But the main issue is just like yeah, it just sucks. Is all I can say, because there's no like because it's just yeah like we're literally just gonna be trapped again, and we won't be able to do in person stuff for a bit, and then after that bit we'll just be simply without any. We'll be under the illusion that we're actually like done, but I just think like what's gonna happen is that after we go back, we'll go back. Everyone will be happy that we don't have to, you know, have pandemic rules, which will lead people to sort of, get them relaxed. They'll start partying, and then they'll start, really sort of abandoning what, all the hard work we did to make sure nobody got infected, and that'll start another wave of infections again. And that's a little bit like, doomsaying and just like probably like a little bit over worrying about nothing. But that's like the truth of what's happened with the pandemic. So it's reasonable to believe that we can't even like get herd immunity, right? So or like it doesn't matter because like Omicron has just caused a whole new surge of infection, even against vaccinated people, which I think is like the craziest part about it, because it's like even if you're vaccinated, you can still get it and then still have issues with it. But what can I do? What can I say? It's just like if I get it at this point, I get it. It's really not. Of course, I'm a little like worried. I want to have the whole like I went through, the COVID pandemic without getting COVID, but so many people I know who like don't even go outside that much have gotten COVID, and that part's crazy. I know saying this might get me on the no fun list, according to some like advertiser, but that's the truth. It's not like I'm gonna like lie and be like, oh yeah, no, COVID's fine. Uh-huh. Cool. So look, this leg can stand on its own, but then if you try with this leg, it just kind of falls over. Like, why can't more legs be like that pair of legs? Because like I think it just gets easier to base them, especially because they're not they're actually meant to be like with standing up properly. And I heard that like with Space Marines who are charging and stuff, it gets even more fun. But at least those guys have giant feet. These people have like normal size feet, kind of just standing. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go. I know this is like become like the third time I've been like talking about it, but it is a little annoying. So I'm gonna go look for the glue one more time, and when it comes back, I'll either have it or I'll just use this one. So all right, be right back. Found it. It was under my iPad on the couch, which makes a lot of sense because the iPad kind of just like squished it into the couch because it's a soft cushion. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and assemble these guys now. Well, we're gonna glue these torsos to their legs. All right. So, not really. Oh my God, no! Me and my fingers. Hang on. I should really add like a safety net or something around my desk because that would make this a lot easier. All right. So yeah, now we just glue them on in no specific order. Just one torso and one leg. Cool. Solid. This part's pretty routine to me at this point. Just a dab will do you. This is getting really easy. I think the biggest lesson to learn about gluing that I'll say, and I'm sure many other people will say, is that the less glue you need to glue something on, or like you use the minimal amount of glue possible to glue something on, because then it's less messy, dries faster, and you save glue, which saves money in the long run. Now, I know I say that while having a spare bottle of glue with me, but I don't think I'll use that much glue gluing these guys together. I should really stop doing that. Cool. I think the only thing I didn't bring I might need to get is super glue, because I found that super glue helps with when gluing the guys to the bases, which will matter. Actually, I don't know. I might have brought super glue with me. I'll check at the end of the stream to avoid just sort of leaving now. But like the super glue doesn't matter too much to me because If I don't glue them to their bases now, it's really not that big of a deal. It just means I will have to make a run to the local game store, which, in these pandemic times, go support your local game stores. It doesn't have to be like you walk in and buy something. You could, most local game stores are pretty receptive. You like message them or email them or like call them even. They'll be happy to like send you stuff. Like whether it's like they're like mail. And that is how you truly like keep the game store experience alive, because if there's one thing this pandemic has hurt the most, it's the local game store experience. You can't go out to your game stores to like play Magic, play Warhammer, play like Card Fight, White Shorts, any like card game, just name it. Like local game stores have ruined, like the pandemic has ruined our ability to go out there. So, just my quick PSA to just make sure you're still supporting them, because without them, we'd have to pay for unreasonably priced products from the manufacturer themselves, or at least just like those many small businesses would be running would be gone, and we wouldn't have like places to do what we want with our stuff. Where's all this string come from? Go away. Nice, nice. Cool. All right. And then the last one. Make sure to cap you off. Sick. This was done in basically record time for me. I think it's probably one of the fastest I've assembled legs and torsos, which isn't a high bar to clear for me. This is like my third time doing it, so of course I'd be getting faster. It's just cool to see. Sick. All right, cool. I'll let those dry a little bit while I figure out my next course of action. Yeah, push them over there, made none of them fall apart. So I'll assume that's a good enough job of gluing. All right, so the first thing is the Sergeant. So the Sergeant has two options. I can either use... Oh, the Sergeant has three options. Let me see, where do they keep the Sergeant heads? None here. Well, okay, so the first one is here. So this is like your standard Sergeant head, the angry guy. But I want the new Sergeant. And the new Sergeant involves a very official looking dude with a hat. Or like he has like an officer's cap. So that appears to be on this sheet, because I have two options. So I can either get an option with it. So I get an option who's either looks like he has something in his mouth, or the normal one. I'm gonna assume the thing in the guy's mouth is a cigarette. So, and because cigarette's bad for your health, I'm going to pick the non-smoking guy. This is my PSA to not smoke. And I get some options here, so I can either use. So I get some options here. So I have multiple hand options. So I have one where he's pointing, or one where he has a power sword or a chain sword. Okay, now the other two sergeants I have chain swords, and I like the power sword more. So I'll probably just use the power sword. Yeah, because then he just has it like that. And then in his other hand, he'll simply have a gun. Kind of gun he'll have, don't know yet. But it looks like I have options, so I will simply take them as I please. Okay, here's a sword. And then looks like there's one where he's carrying a gun. One where he had, I'll keep this officer old school. He will have a Yeah, well, you know, I'll give it. Where's the hand I'm looking for? It's probably on another. Probably on another one. Then this one. Yeah, found it. He'll have a pistol, a sword, a power sword, and a pistol. I think this is honestly fine. Solid. All right, cool. Pretty simple, honestly. I'm happy with how easy that is. What the heck is this tiny plastic bit? What is this? It's like a piece that fell off. All right, well, not a big deal. All right, so this has mold lines on it. So that means got to go in and clean them up because that is the only option. I gotta, you know, I think that's like the third or fourth time a piece has launched out of my hands while I'm trying to do something with it. Luckily, it did only fell back onto my desk, but if it fallen onto the floor, I think I would have actually lost it. Unfortunately, it is dark out right now, so I have no easy way of getting in there and really finding small pieces. I was really lucky. I've recovered the two chest pieces, and I have a little more leeway with like these arm pieces since I have so many options. I just don't want to use. I just don't want to lose them in the first place, which would suck. See, solid. You're looking pretty neato, my guy. All right, cool. So that cleaned up enough. Hard to say. It looks fine. Yeah, I'll say that's fine. Good enough for good enough for me. And that's all that matters in this hobby. That is a little bit in his face, so I'll probably deal with that. Come on. Come on. It's especially important to get the one on this hat because that one might prove to be very noticeable since it is part of his face and he's meant to be sort of the one standing out amongst the group. So, better make sure he gets all the detail and respect that he needs. But that doesn't mean all the other models shouldn't get any more respect because they are all important. All right, sick. So his head is cleaned up now. We just need to work on the gun hand, which has a little bit that I'll deal with. I also something interesting, I guess, that as far as gaming goes, I watched recently that there's this guy on YouTube who I've seen, and he does flip in StarCraft 2 speedruns, and like, um, he does like these really like insane rule sets. Like I'm talking like losing no units or like building no structures, and like that. It's really made me want to play StarCraft again, because like the game was pretty good until Blizzard decided that they wanted the game to die. Which it sucks, but not much you can really do about that. Let's see. Okay, cool. They're arms, so I have plenty of free reign with how I can make these arms look as I glue them on. That's honestly like fine. Probably enough glue. I saw a video that StarCraft was supposed to be a 40K game in the beginning of development, but I have no idea that's correct. Omen of Deet. I have no. I cannot tell you. I'm not really well versed in like the history of games in that way, but I believe it because I don't know if you've played the whatever Warhammer RTS, but like it definitely feels like definitely like somewhat inspired, I guess. But that's just like saying any RTS is inspired by StarCraft because like StarCraft is like kind of crazy, but um, it actually makes sense because if you look at like the marine armor from StarCraft as well, it's like huge and bulky and blue, sort of like the Space Marine ones are. So it actually makes sense in some way if you think about it, because like there's totally you can clearly see the inspiration, I guess, if that makes sense. So I see where you're coming from with that fact. Fortunately, I'm not able to verify it. Glue. Then you normally have the officer looking out. Then the bugs look like Tyranids, according to the video I saw anyway. Yeah, the Tyranids feel a lot. Well, the Zerg and the Tyranids feel very, like, inspired, very like similar to each other. I'm trying to think. Maybe I wonder if this looks fine. I mean, he's got like, hold on to the camera. He's got both of his arms up, which looks like heroic and everything. I'm just wondering if there's a better option here, because it looks like there's a thing on here that there's a thing of with the gun arm out, which I might change to. The glue is not even close to dry yet, so I have the option to. I might just, I might do that actually. Here, let me take you off. That's the cool thing about plastic glue. It's easy to work with. So really, like, I think if he was properly stanced up, it would be like he'd have to have Okay. Where to put it? I think going with this. I think I like it better. Yeah, I like that better. I like him with the because of this. I like it with the gun pointing out over having it like both pointing up. I'm gonna go with that instead. Sound it feels weird. Like I feel like he should have one thing out, not like both things in. That just makes him look very like stupid. I mean, not stupid, more like odd. Like not like a true commander battle person would look like, in my opinion. All right, sick. Glue again. Oh god, what happened to that? All right. Okay. Regluing. There we go. I think that looks better. I think that looks better. My opinion. And when building these kinds of minis, it's always the builder's opinion that counts. So I will stick with that. All right, cool. Let's see, are there any? I feel like there are more bits and bobs I should add to the sergeant because. Okay, so I think I know what I'm gonna add to the sergeant. I've always added it to all my sergeants so far, so I will continue the tradition. I'll give him this this piece with the big circle on it, and then the canteen, I believe. Just because he's different. We don't treat him differently we don't treat him that much differently because he's like cooler looking or anything. He's still a sergeant, so he's still got to give him like the standard kit. Yeah, okay, so that's I know we're good on like that. All right, it's really cool how it's pretty obvious why it's the same. It looks the same, but like I think it's cool that it's still like they're keeping to the identity of the guard to the point where it's always like recognizable. Like it's the same kit with slightly more add-ons, which I think gives like a really cool vibe to it, because like it feels like familiar but unique at the same time. Come on, stick. You wanna. Let me stick it like that. Okay, yeah, if I stick it like that, it's a little better. The issue is that there's not enough glue. Oh no. Alright. Put a little more glue on. Alright. Yeah, okay, the little bit extra glue worked. See, that's why you always start with like not enough glue. Well, it's always better to have not enough glue, because then if you have not enough glue, you can fix it by adding more glue until you have enough. And then I'll give this guy some grenades. I'm gonna give this guy some grenades because I feel like they would definitely have the sergeant more equipped, especially because he has a cool hat. And as we all know, cool hats are like probably some of the worst things you can have on the battlefield. What sub-faction? Are you talking like sub-faction of guard? Because if that's what you're asking, I'm not sure yet. I like only just got started on like mini building like a couple weeks ago, and I don't quite know like everything lore wise about the game quite yet. So I can't really give a definite answer. It's like, yeah, I know the Space Marines, they have like a million different like squads or like chapters or whatever that you can go to. I'm not sure. I don't know if they have that for the guard yet or at all. But I feel like if my friends who are like way big Warhammer nerds were around, they would tell you with no amount of explanation. Oh, thank you, the War Mistress, for the follow. I appreciate it. And I realize you did not see that because my alert box is right below my stream. But now it will show up so thank you for helping me see that. Cool. So I have this sergeant. So now I have two sergeants. One with a hat, one without a hat. Also, this one is primed, while this one is not. So that will be for later. All right. I see guard, I follow. Yeah, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. I don't know. Something about Imperial Guard. It just makes me want to build Imperial Guard. I don't know. Like when I was looking at all the potential like factions I could choose from, I just like that was who I wanted to be with, or who I wanted to like build minis for. And unfortunately, I don't have like my full collection here since I'm not like in my normal place. So, but I'm sort of just building these so I can like take them home and finish them off. But yeah, no, like respect for the guard. All right. So I think now that we finished the sergeant, they are my main squeeze, but we are on our break. Are you like, as in like you're building a different faction now, or just playing a different faction? What's happening? All right. So I think we're gonna go assemble. Choose the variant I want to build. I'm gonna build the sniper. I think I bought this kit mainly because I wanted the sniper, because like the flamethrower and the grenades. I'm looking at Warhammer 40K, and there are 8 sub-factions Astro Military, but I don't know much more than that. Oh, you're switching to Custodes, Space Marine. If you really think about it, the Space Marines and the Guard are really just all humans. So, in some essence, you're still fighting for the Guard, because it's all in service to the Emperor. But 8 sub-factions to the Imperial Army. That... I don't know any. I can't. I didn't even know there were 8. That's actually insane. I didn't even realize. That's actually like pretty nuts to think about. All right, so let's see. Looks like I need to make sure I get to cut out the right hand for this. So the sniper need 31 and 32. So 32 is right here. Sick. Competitive, let's say I had a small detention. It's like new codex. Let's do Custodes for a year. Ooh, is there what was it about that made you want to do it? I'm like not at all knowledgeable about the tabletop game. All I hear about are memes about the Tau, and that's it. Like my friends have discourse on it and like stuff. That's like as far as I go on that knowledge. Okay, cool. So I need this head. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. You seem to be well versed on Astra Militarum, so it'd be good to know, I guess, from your perspective, what do you think is the coolest one to go for? I wish there was a one of like crouching, because then that would be perfect for the sniper. Oh well, but dude, the sniper goes hard. Slock, they're trying to make guard revert to your want something different. Custodia plays way differently, like an ally if I really want. Yeah, it makes sense. And I think the only Imperial Army faction I know by name is the Necromunda. My friend mentioned it to me when I told him I was getting guard as my first set. I do a build your own detachment with spotter details and a gunnery experts, but Cadian is the closest. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go for anything specific, because I just kind of having fun building right now. I might do like custom as well. Is what I'm probably gonna go for. Let's see. Okay, so this sniper is supposed to go like this, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of the warrior to not ours, not to wonder why, ours but to do or die. Yeah, I think part of what draws me is that like these people, they're just like dudes. Like in a world full of like aliens, like basically Spartans, flipping like elves, space elves and stuff. These are just dudes, and they're doing it because like it's their duty to. That's just some respect, honestly. Like they want to live and die for the emperor. That's cool. I vibe with it. Now, of course, it's a bit culty, but it's honestly fine. As long as you don't get shot in the face by your own commissar, it really doesn't matter. It's all chill. Okay. So I'm gonna use this. It says to use this helmet, and I'm gonna use this helmet because it's got like the. It's not a focus. Focus. Okay, well it's hard to see anyway. It's got like the weird like ghillie suit pattern on it. Like if you know, you know. I can't help bad camera quality, unfortunately. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it super jankily. So I figured I've gotten like a loose idea of how it's gonna work. I use Skitarii Vanguard helmets on mine. I'm not quite sure what those are, but those sound cool. Skitarii Vanguard, dude. You're an Adeptus Mechanica unit? Oh, okay, okay. I think my friend who got me into this hobby, I think his main faction is like some weird custom Adeptus Mechanicus stuff. I don't know. If I had pictures to show right now, I would, but fortunately, I do not. But like he goes way hard on this game. Like it's actually insane. He's got like this custom, what is it? Like he has a custom model. Like he has, I don't know. He gave us the detail. He didn't say how many like kits he took from, but it's like super custom. And it's like crazy. Like you said, he's like basically like amassed years worth of like kits. Well, I say years, but he says he's been working on and off for years. So I'll just say, just to make him sound cooler, years worth of modeling. Is his name David? No. He, I don't know. He doesn't like. He's from Finland, so I don't know if the David you know is from Finland. So, but if he is, then that would be actually like a very funny coincidence. No, he's East Coast US. Yeah, I figured. I don't know. It's like, I can if you ever like tune in for a stream where he's here, I'll tell you all. I'll tell him all about you. Well, maybe he and this David know each other. Fortunately, I don't know if I don't know. He doesn't really like. We have our own circle of friends, so I don't know of a David in that group, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Sniper is glued together. Let's see. It looks like they're giving him. Okay, so they give him a backpack as well. So I'll give him a little thing on his back. One of these back things with a knife on it, because I think that he's a sniper. He's got to be super like, you know, epic. And I think I'll give him one of these packs as well. Just give him some extra stuff. Will I? David Kostka just sort of. Ah, okay. Yeah, no, that is definitely not my friend. uh, so, but that's pretty cool. Like the whole like all this custom stuff like really gets me like excited for when I like really like get into it. But for now, I'm just building because it's fun and I enjoy it. No, I wish I could be friends with a guy like that. He seems pretty cool. Like people who like everyone who goes all out on custom stuff. Like that's the coolest part. Like I said, you know, I'm perfectly right now. I'm perfectly happy just working within the confines of like whatever custom stuff I can work with here. So, of like whatever I can work with within these model kits. It's cool. I also find it really nice that regardless of, you know, despite the new stuff, they also have the old stuff. So if you really like the old look, you can go for that. It's really nice. All right, the sniper is done. Let's go. All right, sick. Okay, I could have done a little bit of a better job on cutting out the head, but honestly, it's fine because any like miscutting on the head is always passed off as battle damage. That's it. You know, like maybe he got caught like in a scuffle like a couple years ago, and you know he never really had the time. Are you a Dice Check fan? Unfortunately, no. I don't know who Dice Check or what Dice Check is. If it's anything like Warhammer content creation related, I probably don't know it. Like I only got into this hobby like a couple weeks ago. Like this is like probably like still like the third modeling kit I've assembled. So yeah, that unfortunately I can't. Yeah. Let's see, what else will I do? So I get to use. So I already have flamethrowers, so I don't feel like I don't want to build another flamethrower. I'm gonna build a second. I'll build the other special weapon, whatever this thing is. This thing looks cool. There's also supposed to be a thing for a plasma gun, which I guess I'll also just like do something for a plasma gun. Okay, so it looks like you just said "let's go" and that's their thing. They stream Warhammer live and they make a podcast on the frontline game. Yeah, I think I say more of "let's go" because like I've heard like the baby "let's go" meme way too many times for my own good. That's all I hear. Okay. Wow, I have options. So I get like this cannon or the plasma gun. I think I don't know what this is. What is this? Where's the data sheet for this? Let's see. This is a lot of diagrams that I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't really say anything about it. I don't even know the budget that you're supposed to have with you're allowed to have for heavy weapons in a squad. So I might just end up building both and just saying screw it. So I'll build 2 more, and that'll leave me with 6 normal guys that I could customize to my liking. I think I'll do that. Yeah, that'll be fun. So it looks like I can go with either. So I'll start by building this cannon thing in the bottom. This thing that I have my thumbs on right now. I built that. So 33 and 34 for the arms. And I'm mainly also avoiding building the flamethrower. Not just because I already have 2 of them, but because I want to avoid doing the backpack. Usually take 1 heavy weapon squad or 1 special weapon. In each infantry, veterans can take more. Okay. That makes sense. I think for now, I'll just I'll build out the 2 special weapon people. And then if I really want to, like there's that whatever pack of 5 Cadian, like standard Cadian shock troops that you can just buy and like assemble for easily. So I think that's what I'll go for. Yeah, so if I ever want, just for like actual purposes, because I also have like I also want to build the Boxcaster as well, so I'll have like 3 special units basically in this army. I'll have like 5 non-standard people in this army, which honestly I don't. I think honestly like is for the short term is cooler. And then if I want, yeah, like I guess I won't. I'm pretty sure I won't be hurting for like standard Cadian shock troop people anytime soon. Like I really need them. But yeah, like if I really need them, I can get them. And like the whatever the squad pack is not that expensive, so if I want to build it and just build out 10 normal troops, that's not going to be too financially like painful. I say that, but I know full well that I could that's a rabbit hole that leads to a lot more money being spent than you intend on this stuff. So, but right now I'm just having fun. This is cool to me. But I guess curious thing like wait, so like when you say veteran squad, is that like you can classify a squad as not normal as like just veterans and just say they get more stuff for like more points or something? Is that how it works? I'm just making an assumption based on what you say, because I know there's like a point system and everything. Yeah, no, I'm very like I really don't know much about this game. I don't because I don't know. It's an elite choice instead of troop choice. It costs more, but you get more options. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. That's cool though. I like that. I like having that option. Try fitting. I never run them. Oh, is it just not? Is it just more point efficient to just run like normal squads then? Ah, okay. Yeah, I figure because like just because they're veterans doesn't mean they get like better armor or anything. They're just normal troops still. In the end. Crap. Okay. Solid. Cool. Now if the arms just stay like that. Ah. Help. Oh god. Stay. Cool. No issues at all. Unless you're making an outflanking suicide unit, that might be worth it, but command squads are usually better at that. Yeah. And command squads are just cooler because they get a flag. So, that immediately makes them like 50 times more intimidating. That's how it should work in my mind, at least. Like, if somebody sees like a flag that like, especially if it's painted bright and obvious colors, then they'd be like, oh my god, it's a scary flag. I gotta run. And then, they run because, of course they would. It's a flag. One of the most intimidating things you can do to someone. So gas mask, helmet, and then see. Oh, dude, there's so many different head options here. This is so insane. I don't know who to use. Okay, no, I want to use this one. I'll use this one. Sure. That one, and then where's the one that I want to use? There's too many options, dude. I don't know what to pick. I'll pick this guy. I'll use this guy for the other special weapons I'm building. God, this is too cool. Like I really wasn't sure what to expect from this kit because I was a little I was my expectation was that it was just gonna be like a normal like infantry squad, but my expectations have been you know very much exceeded with how this has gone. In ancient warfare, 80% of casualties occurred within close proximity of the regimental standard. And that is a very, very fitting fact. Makes sense, though. Makes sense. Okay, cool. So now we have this guy. Ooh, put an angle my camera. Cool. I'll give him a little bit. I'll give him a little bit more. He should have like a backpack as well, or not like a backpack, but like whatever one of these things are. All right, solid. Now, I would like to take these to play in a real game, but I'm a little scared because the people in my LGS are like big tryhards, and they don't even play 40K anymore. They play what is it? Age of Sigmar, and I'm like, bro, I just got into 40K, and you're telling me like it's not even like the most recent version of this game? It's kind of crazy. So now I'm just like, well, if I want to, keep playing, I have to like find people who play 40K. But that's not the people near me. My local meta is very competitive, but it's still fun. Yeah, I can imagine, but it's just like it's kind of tricky because unless they allow proxies, I can't imagine. I don't know. It depends on like do they like keep their lists up to date all the time, or is it just like they run the same lists, but it's just like played competitively, even though it's not like super like up to date with meta wise? Because like I can tell you like my because like I also play Magic the Gathering at that store, and it's somehow like even more competitive. It sort of just means well, local metas Omen of Deed is just like like what meta is around your game store. Like your game store, are they heavy like artillery people, or like I guess for my case, is Magic is something I understand more. Is like in my local game store, everybody plays like combo decks. So if you play a deck that's like anti-combo, you'll do very well. But if you play a deck that's weak to combo, you'll do very bad. So it's like, what do people in your area play the most, and like what's like the generally like accepted like best things. Okay, plasma cannon guy. Combo. Okay, so no, so this is not a Warhammer thing in Magic, or like I guess in most card games or in general. Like a combo and its basic level is something that can be basically repeated as like multiple times or infinite amount of times. So like if a combo in Magic would just be like, I have this thing that if I get these 3 cards on the field, I can draw my whole deck in like 2 turns or 1 turn even for that matter. Like that's sort of like the basic essence of a combo, if you want to think about it like that. I don't know if there's anything like like infinite like stuff like that in Warhammer, but like that's the general idea. Like if your meta has something, like if your meta leans something, then it's got to be like, you either combos are a thing in Warhammer. Oh, really? Interesting to learn. Is there any like when like you say combo? Do you mean like are there ways for like you to go like basically like infinite, like have an infinite amount of something in the game, or is it just like there are things that just like work really well together that become very strong? Like I guess I'm just asking like how crazy are these combos you're talking about? I'm not. I guess I'm not asking that in like a mean way. I'm actually like curious because um, I'm just trying to learn. I'm trying to learn about the game as much as I can as well because I want to like play with my friends. But they're always more obsessed with telling me about the sick models that they built. Than like things that work together allow me personally faction abilities of action. The warlords are like okay, yeah. Stratagems, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, well, as long as there's nothing that basically gives you like what like infinite combat steps or whatever, then that I'm okay with that. Because I don't play. I specifically keep all that in Magic, so I don't have to deal with it in other games. Because dealing with it in Magic, dealing it with in one game is already annoying enough. I don't want to deal with it in two games. I'm make sure I'm not doing anything wacky. Yeah, no, that's always fair. Like it's always a little more. It's always more awkward if you don't know the game and you're trying to play with strangers than like if you were playing it with strangers. Well, then if you're playing with your friends. What the heck does this fit on? Like this? Okay. Take your word for it, game. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word that it'll fit like that. All right, let's go. Just learn, start talking, be honest with your opponents. Yeah, that's like the big thing. Don't try and like BS it and be like, oh yeah, no, I know how to play, and then like spend like 15 minutes on your turn just figuring out which dice you have to roll. Because like if like most people are happy to help, is what I've noticed. It's like because like everybody's fun is dictated like everybody wants to have fun, and it's not fun if like one person just stuck because they don't know what to do. So it's like always be sure to ask if it's really like confusing because this game gets a little complex sometimes, and so does like most games. So it's always good to just like know that you can ask people. Uh, uh. All right, sorry, I got cut off mid sentence because I'm trying to glue this guy together. gets a little crazy. It's a stupid complex. Everyone knows what it's like to start. Yeah. I have a bag of dice, but I'm just like, it has a from like playing D&D, and I'm like, you need like how many d6s to roll when you want to roll damage or want to roll attacks? That's not dumb. No, like play them. Like War Mistress said, if you're like, especially if you don't know what to do, most people, even at the local events, will be like happy to help you. For guards, I recommend getting 40 d6. 40 of them. Oh God. All right. I'll definitely have to take that into consideration. One of those boxes. Do those start collecting? Are talking like, if you're talking like the start collecting box sets, that's what I got when I first. That's what I got for my first minis. It's like pretty simple because you get like a vehicle, a special unit, and an infantry group, which is like already a pretty well-rounded military force if you want to like start out, because it gives you an idea of how like each part of like the faction works. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it's supposed to work, because like like with the Imperial Guard one, you get like a heavy weapons squad, a tank, and infantry with a commissar. So it's like that's like a pretty solid force that you can work with. Cool, and then I will use you for the head. See, I was gonna use this head. It's hard to see. It's like the head with like the gas mask on it, but like my only issue with it doesn't have a helmet, and I think the heaviest weapon people should have helmets. Like that makes sense to me. Because like the book was saying to use one without the helmet, and I'm like, nah, dude. These guys got to be safe. It's actually kind of cool because sorry, that was loud. Sovereign painting raid with a party of 5. God dang. Thank you so much, dude. I didn't even, yeah, wow. 5, that's kind of insane, man. I really appreciate it. Now 5 more people get to see me be bad at assembling minis. Hey yo, what's up, dude? All right. You came at a great time. How's it going? It's going. I'm having a great time right now. I'm just sort of like just looking at how much more stuff there is, and like I'm building yeah, I'll show you the box. I'm building this Cadian shock troop, like the new pack, and I'm really happy with like all the stuff it has in it. Like I'll show you what I've assembled so far. So far I've assembled this like new sergeant. I wish it would focus. I know nothing about Guard. Tell me what's up. Unfortunately, I don't know much about Guard either as far as like gameplay goes. I just know they're basically like they're like soldier dudes. So like, but basically this pack comes with like a sergeant. So I get a sergeant and some heavy weapons guys and then a sniper. But like, as far as I know, guards are just like normal troops that do normal things, and commissars team kill if they're sensing any heresy. So no retreating, and that's basically the extent of my knowledge about them. But I really a ton of super underpowered regular humans towards headlong. Yeah, basically, that is a way to describe them indeed. So kind of facts there. So I'll just paint up some of my Death Guard. Are those judging by their name, I'm gonna guess they're Space Marines, right? They're not. That sounds like a Space Marine chapter, to me. That would be my guess. So we're building let's build a Boxcaster. Chaos Space Marines dedicated to Grandpa Nurgle. Oh yeah. Alright, let's go for this stuff. Ethos, we're gonna die. Well, let's see how much stuff we can mess up for you. Stank Marines. Interesting term. Interesting term, Kevin Nikes. 47, is that how you pronounce your name? Regardless, it's good to have you here. Close enough, okay. Yeah. The props do stink real bad now that I think about it. Well, you know, as far as like chaos people go, you know, just you know, they all have their own. You know, they're still respect. What colors are you doing, Death Guard? Oh, that was a question for. That's not the question for me, but if I were to suggest a color scheme, I would suggest, you know, bright pink, because I think that really exemplifies their ethos and their general vibe of, you know, killing things. But you don't have to. Of course, you don't have to follow me. That is merely a humble opinion. Okay, Boxcaster Backpack. Funny enough, Cheeto. Oh wait, really? They are pink. That's kind of funny. I swear I did not look up pictures of them. Doing like a 60-40 warm gray down to a cool gray for the armor, purple for the fleshy bits, icy blue for the glow effects and poison weapons, and then a brass for the metals. That sounds like it would come out really nice. Honestly, like it's like a nice whatever, nice low key color with some striking contrast colors. That sounds really cool, dude. I unfortunately do not have a place for you to. I don't have a place for you to like drop a pic if you want to like do that, unfortunately. But I bet they look amazing. Maybe you just started paying this over in the past week or two. Ah. Well, you know, regardless, I'm sure it all looks great. Found out 30 minutes after I said, which I found out about 30 minutes after I said almost. You know, that just means great minds think alike. Honestly, like you probably settled on, you know, you probably found a great color scheme if somebody else was willing to do it. Backpack, and now I just need a gun for this guy. So I'll just grab this because this one has guns. I don't think it really matters what gun I use on him, so I'll just grab this gun. Oh, actually, wait, before I... Oh, crap, wait. Let me cut this out first. You know, Lilac third-party Lady Chaos Space Marine. Interesting color. Yeah. That does sound interesting, actually. Okay. That's going to stay there, actually, because I really forgot to put the thing on this guy, which I will do right now. Very quickly. This one, sure. He gets one with a knife. Dude, 10 viewers right now. That's kind of hype, honestly. Watching this flippin' 20-year-old dude glue plastic together. Alright. Sick. Here we go. Dude, we're definitely gonna, if you guys all stick around to the end of this, we're definitely going to raid someone else, because this we can't let this train die. We gotta make someone else's night after this. For sure. that's probably fine enough. It's a little nicked, but that just means it took some battle damage. Oh. Sundays are pretty magical in the Warhammer account. We're going to switch to a Sunday from Saturday. Yeah, no, it's crazy. I did my first Warhammer stream on a Sunday, and I got rated by another person with 5 viewers. It was crazy. It was a crazy night, honestly. It's nice though. We got a day where everyone likes to do stuff. I think that's cool. It's like how Magic has Fridays. Warhammer has Sundays. Come on. Stay together. Please, I beg you. Okay, that's a much better contact point, actually. When you put it like that, you'll probably stay on better if I glue you there rather than where I was trying to get you on initially. I know it's a little hard to see, but this is the best I could come up with in the little time I have. Alright, sick. Solid, solid, solid. Looking nice, looking nice. Yeah, so now... So I've done a quick summary of what I've done so far. I've just been, building a bunch of special units because, army limits be, screw those. We're just building things for fun. So I'm going to add a Voxcaster, and I think for the remaining 5 guys, I'll build them up as normal because I just want to have special things. You can't be a whole squad of special people, but I'm going to take advantage of the fact that they have unique heads and other unique customization stuff because I think that's going to be, it's going to really make it unique, and it will sort of talk on its own as to how cool this kit is. See how much customization you can do even with just normal people. I think that's cool because basically because of how that works, it's basically you could have little backstories already because why does this person look like that, or why do they carry more grenades than their friend? It's always cool, especially because these are supposed to be normal troops, so you can get a little more in depth with how their backstories are, or not. I guess you can be a little more varied because forgive me if I make a incorrect lore assumption, but dealing with Space Marines, the idea is that how they're made is they're all sort of Spartans in the way where they're taken as kids, so they don't really get to grow up as a kid, and they sort of come out through this whole process as a soldier. But these are just people, so they this guy's name could be Fred. In real life, we carry cans of dip in our grenade pouches. Yeah, so we get is there dip in 40k? That is a question for someone who actually knows the lore of this game. Not me, though. Cannot answer that, unfortunately. Alright, backpack is on. Then gun. Go on after you. Where's my tool? Where's my tool? There it is. There are all sorts of drugs and liquor. I feel like dip is perfect for Grimdark. Yeah, you got that 40k dip. You want to destroy your face and gums dip. Yeah. You know, but like like there. See, when you destroy where am I from? I'm from the East Coast. I'll say that. So like that's my time zone. I won't be any more specific about that and for now. But I am Eastern United States. So I say that, but you could totally, definitely stalk me on my social media, which is linked somewhere. But what about you, Omino of D? Where are you from? I'm a fellow co-host on my podcast, Army Officer. They sell it south of the Mason-Dixon line. It is hard to find north. Yeah, because the only time I really heard of dip growing up was when I was in high school, and one of my friends who lives in the South had it. You're an Army Airborne officer? Oh, that's cool. Unfortunately, I have had zero experience in the Army, but it's always neat to see veterans or active service, and I don't know. I don't want to assume. Oh, God. Kind of just say random things when I'm, like, focused on something else. It's cool. See. Just clean up mold lines. God, I hate cleaning up mold lines on these tiny arms, dude. Makes my life slightly harder. Right, the infantry. Okay. Cool. I see how that's supposed to fit on. I will now attempt to do it. Seeing is one thing. Dry fitting is one thing. Actually getting it to stay after it's on is another. Oh God! All right, there's something a little tricky about this one. Oh God! All right, Boxcaster is assembled. I'm going quiet because I had to focus for this one. I always hate like gluing arms at the same time because you get to like finagle them together to like fit onto the like finagle them to fit onto the whatever the stupid thing is. Get them on. All right, I'm going to. All right, sick. A little bit of glue there. I'm gonna try and just dab that off. Okay, well, dabbing that off has dislodged the entire arm, so I guess I will take that price. He's an armor captain. I think that's cool though. That's cool. He gets to be, dude. Maybe since he's an armor captain, maybe he can be like a flippin' Lehman Russ commander. He'll be his own Knight Commander Pask. Yeah, I know that. I know that name only because my friend told me I should get a Knight Commander Pask. So all I need is the dude's face. Death before dismount. What a phrase. All right, cool. And there we have a Boxcaster. He's now assembled. They are not in good shape like the airport infantry is. You're Canadian, so you don't need these things. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, you're from Canada. Nice, nice. Solid. All right. Yeah, so now he's built. Yo, War Mistress, you should totally drop a link to your podcast in the chat because that would be kind of epic. You've definitely intrigued me with. And I need another podcast to listen to. I doubt there's dip in for your entire Navy dedicated to just growing tobacco. ForgeTheNarrative.net. Yeah, people here, go check that out because I bet it's a cool podcast. And they have 414 episodes, which I think is cool. Because, oh wait, no, is that 414? I don't know, that's what it's out of order on the Hobby Time playlist. Okay. Having to use dip like a maniac. Dip is gross. Alright, cool. So now that we have assembled 5 of the special guys, the remaining 5 I'll take advantage of the fact that we get. Oh, Sovereign Painting, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, man. I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have lots of different faces now, and I will use the remainder of these faces and just build normal guys. So I got all the special guys out of the way first, and now we can just build normal guys. Be happy with that. Pretty sure this is the 10th year of the podcast. Oh, okay. That's insane though. Like a podcast that goes for 10 years, like that's pretty cool. So many podcasts just kind of start and then like kind of just fade. But no, that's really cool. You guys have like you joined a group of people who've been keeping it going for that long. Now, for everybody in the chat who has not watched your podcast, do you have a episode you recommend us to start on? Yeah, no, that must be a really sick feeling, being honored to be one of the top podcasts. You're like the pinnacle of the hobby. Maybe one of the Dan Abnett ones. Okay. I'll be sure to check that out then. It'll give me something to listen to while I'm taking care of post-stream errands after I end stream. Sarah Rera has now followed. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm pretty sure Sarah Rera, is that how you pronounce your name? I don't know. Either way, I appreciate the follow. It means it's really cool. Sorry, I didn't have anything better to say there. I was focused on clearing off this mold line. But yeah, no, thank you. Gosh, maybe I can do better camera angles so you can see more of what I'm doing. Because I always like to do it close to my body. And that is like one of the hardest things to adjust for as far as camera angle goes. But I'll try and keep it a bit lower. I'll hunch over a little bit just for you guys so you can see all that's going on. Did you ever try Chew? It's like dip, only less so. So when I said I had a friend who owned dip, I never actually tried any of the dip myself. I haven't done anything like as far as like in that realm of like tobacco or anything like that. Most of it's because of personal reasons. So, that without getting too much into it, that's why I'm not trying. That's why I don't do it. So, but I don't have any. I'm not like abhorrently against people who do it. Like you do you. Honestly, it's like if it makes you like if it's something that you can do in like moderation, then it's fine. Because like I'm sure I spend more money on like magic cards and like this stuff than people doing like substances like that. So hobbies are expensive, people. Definitely not someone I recommend. Yeah. uh, leaf, long cut, shortcut, snuff. I did all of it. It's gross. Dang. It sounds like there's quite the variety of it then. Which, not throwing should be able to do. I used it for years, but it's def gross. Yeah. It's crazy how many varieties of it there are. Because I know my friend who lives in California, he talks about all these different strains of weed that he does. And I'm like, I don't get it, dude. How can there be so much of a plant? And I know anybody who like actively does weed probably just got offended when I said it's just a plant. But I'm just like, it's kind of crazy from the outside looking in as well. I thought you like random was much less gross than say Copenhagen mint. I mean, I think the general idea is that like if you actively use dip, it is kind of gross no matter what, in some level. Because like, it kind of just like it can kind of like do bad things to your mouth if you don't like if you're not careful. Yeah. Cool. Dry fitting. That is much more convenient than the other thing. It also makes you sick. Well, that's no fun. If you're sick, you can't do fun things. Hmm. Fit together. Sorry, this is paint string, not a dip string. Someone changed the topic. Well, I'll change the topic to something definitely not related. Flipping. We'll go way back. Trying to think. What was I gonna say? I forgot. I had an idea. I had something to say, and then it was immediately dashed when I flipping try to glue this hand together. This requires way too much focus. Oh yeah, flipping. Does anyone here watch anime? Because I just started watching anime like last year, and I have watched so much since I started watching. It's kind of insane. And like, there's not yet. Not yet. What do you recommend to start? Well, okay. So I guess the easiest thing to figure out where to start is, um, this is sort of like I was trying like I am too invested in 40K to do much or anything else. Looking for Cowboy Bebop on Netflix. I would say, from what I've heard, if you want to watch the Cowboy Bebop Netflix thing, watch the original, like the actual anime, because I heard that the Netflix one wasn't that good. I didn't see it myself, nor have I actually watched Cowboy Bebop, but that's what I've heard. But I guess the big thing is like if you yeah. The big thing is like find if you watch shows, there's enough anime that there's probably an anime within the same genre of a show you've watched from like that's not anime. Like I used to really like and then there's also like the dub, not the adaptation. Oh, the dub? You can probably watch as long as it's the original like animated show, then I would say watch it. That show's pretty good. But it's like I was really into like action stuff. so that's when I ended up watching a lot of, like, I started with like whatever the genre was, like shonen, so kind of like Naruto, Bleach, and like Black Clover and stuff. But those shows are definitely not for like everyone because they're really long. But it's like I was like I got into them. I definitely don't recommend them to everyone because you have to have a certain kind of appreciate. You have to have a certain level of you know love for that show. We'll say to watch those shows all the way through. But I'm really into like action stuff. So in like fight scenes and stuff. So that's like why I settled on like that genre of anime. But like if you like romance stuff, there's like so much romance anime. Like slice of life, there's so much of it. There's like a lot of stuff. And if you want to like it's crazy. I'm not going to claim that I know much about that world because I don't. But I have a lot of friends who watched a lot of anime and they sort of helped they were able to help me find what I wanted to watch. It was nice. And then like you could also start with like stuff that's like generally recognized as like pretty good. Like you want to watch like Demon Slayer or like the Demon Slayer movie, you can like watch that as well. So like that's a pretty good place to start on top of everything else. So yeah, I just dropped a head. I hate myself. It's fine. I'm just gonna glue another head on this guy, and then I'll do a quick look, but I'll show you that. I think that is drop number 4 of the night. So, um, not doing so hot on that. Yeah, my hands get way too shaky for this, and way too, like, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. Okay, I see the head. Thank God. Thank God it was not like I've gotten so lucky with having pieces with my pieces dropped so far tonight so far. Oh my God. Don't be like me. Like actually put in don't have hands that like to shake or like wiggle or be fat. That's always the worst when you try to like get some piece and then it just falls over. But anyway, no, yeah, that's like there's enough anime and especially like light novels, manga that there is something that you will probably like if you watch it. It's all like whether you know you just have to find it and like especially if you've watched things before that like people have, like if you've ever watched like Pokemon's technically an anime, like all those like old shows that would like to sell you toys like the Bakugan anime, the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, all that stuff. Like if you like that stuff, like there's probably also stuff that are similar, or you could just watch that stuff. Like, and if you like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Korra, like that stuff is also pretty good. I wouldn't call it, that's not like anime, but it's very anime inspired, and it's like pretty close in terms of quality. There's definitely a lot. You definitely have a lot to work with in this genre. All right, let's see. 4 more guys left. Let's get right back to assembling them. Hopefully, I don't have any more drops. Otherwise, that'd be very depressing, and I would not be having a good time. All right, so H and H. All right, solid, sick. Something so therapeutic about like rubbing out these mold lines. It's like Very chill. I don't know. It's like a small thing to do. Well, it's a pretty big thing to do because it shows up if you prime figures with mold lines. But oh my god, it's so cool when I was like, it's pretty chill. And like it's pretty satisfying to sort of just like get down and like rub something out, like rub the lines out. Let's see. Solid, solid. All right. Arm. Your turn. What do you have? All right. There you are. Oh yeah, I really didn't appreciate mold line removal until I got to priming, because then they became so painfully obvious, and I felt so ashamed that I didn't go back and remove them when I saw them. Or at least I didn't do a good enough job as I was removing them, because I tried to remove them, but sometimes it's just not meant to be, and that's unfortunate. This is not how it's supposed to work. Okay, I guess that is how it's supposed to work. Alright. Nice, nice. Assembling infantry. Moment. Come on. Come on. Oh god. Come on. Line up. Solid. That looks like it's together enough, so I will I'll get around to that. It's not the best I could have done, but is the way it was done. Simplest way to put that. Solid. Alright, sick. Nice. Crap. I almost dropped him. Well, I did drop him, but it's fine. He didn't break apart. That's all that matters. Sick. Boom. Nice. Yeah, get some grenades. Yeah, you can get some grenades. No, you'll get... Actually, you'll get... Where's the other? Here. You get one of these. Yeah. All right. Nice. This is just solid. This is great. Great. Nice, nice. Your head is a little on correctly, but that's fine. Your imperfections are what makes you better. Stick together, solid. Sick. All right, nice, cool. 3 more. We're almost done here. I'll just show you. So I basically just assembled 2 infantry guys. One has a bayonet, and one does not. All right, so let's see what head will I use next? I have options. Let's see, I think I'll get this guy with the mustache, and then I'll get whoever this person is. Yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, I'll get beanie guy. Then I'll get mustache guy. And then I'll finish it off with maybe get goggles guy. I'll get goggles guy. It's hard. I would show you in detail what the heads I'm putting on armor, but like the light does nothing. Like the distance, the camera won't focus right, and it'll just be really annoying to try and get it to work. So, maybe I'll get like a nice high quality picture to use somewhere else. Who knows? All right, solid. Okay, so we'll get this gun. Okay, no, I thought for a second I lost the arm, but the arm was still on the screw. I hadn't even cut it off. Silly me. No need to worry about that. All right. Yeah, it looks fine. All right. Gun, and then get his arm off. We're almost done. This is actually like, this is kind of exciting. Like, I don't know if it's any. I don't know if I'm definitely not beating the last time it took me to assemble a 10-man squad, but you know, I feel like regardless, because of the increased amount of options, I'll give myself a little bit of a break. That's how this went, simply because there was just way too much stuff to pick from. Okay, your arm goes on like that, solid. A little more glue. That was definitely too little glue. Now that's enough glue. I figured I'd try and put a gun down like this simply because it would make more sense since in this stance he's sort of just like running with the gun. Not running and gunning though, that wouldn't happen. Just run and gun. Solid. Stay together. Got some glue in there, so hopefully the arms will stay together. That's just the important thing about this. All right, sick. Get the back bit on. Oh, a fresh set of back bits. Let's go. I cut the cap on the glue so it doesn't goop up on me. I think the craziest thing is that even at the end of this, I'm gonna have like so much extra. I'm gonna still have extra like pieces to use. Like I think that's the insane thing about these kits. Like customizable kits work in a way where it's like you end up with so much extra stuff that you kind of just like have you just have a surplus in like whatever. It doesn't even matter. Come on, stick. Stick. Nice. Come on, stick. Hey. Cool. We'll stick and then give you some grenade. All right. Sick. All right, and then I think after all this, we need to glue on a face. I'll give this guy the beanie. Yeah, we'll do Beanie Man for this face. You know, he's just too he's too epic for a helmet. Like, who needs a helmet? In this universe, if you get like a helmet's not gonna protect you if like a Tyranid eats your face off, or like space magic fries your body on the inside. So this guy's too cool for a helmet, honestly. Like, well, we'll say it's like that. I'll show it to the camera. Focus. Focus. Fine. Whatever. You got a very blurry image of his face. All right. And then another arm. All right. Arm out. Bold line. It's all routine at this point. I know what I need to do to make this model look good, so it is all good and up and solid. I think after building them, I don't know. I might do a paint stream tomorrow. It might be the plan, might not, depending on how much free time I have, because I might want to like make a trip to my game store to see if they restocked on paint over the weekend. But the main issue with that is that can't really, that would be take effort, and I don't know if I want to do effort tomorrow because I start classes on Tuesday. And I just want to spend my day doing something nice and relaxing. Hurricane Hanzo, what Imperial Guard are we building? Don't know yet. As far as I can tell you, is that this is simply just a pack of Cadian shock troops with no specific end goal in mind. So, really, I'm kind of just assembling the kit and seeing where it goes. Like I've built three. For this squad, I've already built 3 heavy weapons guys, and so. Plus, I only learned just today. Like I'm pretty new. Like only just today I've learned that there are 8 different. There are literally 8 different factions. So I have options, but I might just end up. I'm probably will end up just going custom, for now. That's what I've been leaning to, as I've been like building this. I didn't even know that. Oh my god. Yeah, it's crazy. The lore goes deep in this universe. I've got a box of Imperial Guard haven't opened painting orcs. Oh, that's cool. Orcs seem like really fun to play and build because it's all just craziness. Especially because their dice rolls are like insanely random. So, anytime you lose, you can just be like, oh, well, that day I just had bad RNG. Takes all the responsibility out of your hands, as far as like, not that it instantly does it, but like, paint works about like 15 years ago. Oh wow, that must be a really old kit. Dude, 15 years ago, that's crazy. So I assume that means have you been playing the game for longer than 15 years then, I guess? Is that the information I should be inferring from that? Might be around 12 to 13 sometime during 4th edition. Negative? Okay. Play for a little bit, and then didn't. Oh, okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. What made you get back into it? Oh, the Freku. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Hi from Spain. Hello. Sorry, I do not speak Spanish, but I appreciate the international viewership. It's really cool how streaming sort of lets this happen. Getting to making training stuff for D&D maybe sort of thing again. Yeah. That makes sense. That's cool though. Terrain stuff is something don't know if I have the strength to do because it looks pretty insane to do. Cause like I don't know, like you have to like do like all the grass and stuff, and there's like base building kits. But then again, like most things, it might just be like overthinking it. Don't worry, yeah, it's okay. We need to connect Spain with other countries too. Yeah. The more interconnected the world is, the better it is. That's what my economics teacher told me. And I trust him. No, stick on. Hey, have you bought any issue of Imperium? Like, if you mean like Codex, yeah, I have the. I don't know which Codex it is, but I do have a Codex. Oh, it doesn't come out for 10 more days. Oh, okay. So it's the new Codex. No, I have the old Codex then. Imperium is the 40K. Oh, it's an issue. Okay, it's the 40. It comes with minis. Oh, okay. I might look into that then. That seems cool. It's like a good way to just get. Let me look it up. Imperium magazine. Oh, that's cool. We will send you. Everyone will send you a Warhammer 40K Imperium pack. You're going to charge you. Tag came 4 magazines plus minis, paints, accessories. Ooh, neat. It's 80 issues featuring Space Marines and Necrons. You buy 20? Oh my god. Does this mean you main either Necrons or Space Marines then? You'll have 2 pretty big arms with train and everything. Oh wow. Yeah, I can imagine. Especially like I'm looking at I'm on their website right now. Like they it looks like there's just a lot of stuff that comes with it. Are these like first issue as a Primaris lieutenant who could become blade guards and brothers armed with the Templars? Oh, okay. Is it like are they all like Games Workshop stuff, or is it like their own custom stuff? Well, I guess since they have, well, I'm looking at the page. It says it has the Warhammer logo on it. Is this? Well, it has the official Warhammer logo. Yeah, so I guess to that end, GW. Okay. It gets pricey pretty quickly. It's a weekly subscription. Oh wow. Okay. €199 in Spain. Okay. Big money saver on blade guards. Oh my god. I might look into it, at least for like a little bit. I don't know. Depends on how much I have to work with, because I think just buying individual models gets like, I don't know if it's like more. I think it just depends. I'll see what happens. Okay, what do I have here? But if you're a good shopkeeper, you can get loose roll and save many minis for little money. I might talk to my shop owner about that. Problem is, so I'll look into it. That seems like a cool thing to get into. Problem is, I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not like that familiar. I'm only familiar with my. I'm familiar with my local game store through Magic, so maybe they'll be helpful in that case. They'll be accommodating to somebody that they know, even if it's for a different game. All right, we're assembling the last mini that I had planned to build for the night. So this is pretty sick. Whether you're here since the beginning or are just stopping by, we are hitting an epic moment right now. Yeah, unfortunately, I won't paint them because I want to sleep before 1 a.m. tonight. So yeah, but no, it's cool. It's just building minis is cool. Okay, a little bit of a little bit of battle damage on the shoulder pad, but it's fine. It's fine because that is all it is, and not a miss like scrape at all. Don't worry about it. When calling you was the word issue. Oh, okay. Yeah. You have motorcycles, aggressors, Senente's Captain, Adeptus Mechanicus for €10. Oh wow. And they're just like loose models that you can just like get. Where's the gun? Oh, here it is. Just anyone. Oh, okay. Neat. That's really cool. The word physically is a word that would not be used in the US conversation. Yeah. I can tell you, I've lived in the US all my life. I've never heard that word. I was trying to figure that one out a little bit as well, so. But this arm demanded my attention more at the moment. Oh! Darn. Did not almost drop an arm on the ground. We're good. It's fine. Okay, cool. In the US, it's issues or fast. It's issues. I think it would. I think issues is the word that would be more commonly used. Like Hurricane Hanzo said. Because I don't think I've like I said I've never heard that word before. Yeah, as far as the mold line tool, I don't know. I bought it because it was like they said get something to get rid of mold lines, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll just get the Citadel one. Sorry for English. Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's all good. You know that's cool. I have to I you like you basically given me your English is 100% better than my Spanish. Yes, definitely. Definitely. I cannot speak languages to save my life, dude. Like it's crazy. Tried to expand my stream. Hurricane Hanzo, thank you for the follow. And you've already been here for a bit, but I appreciate it, dude. You tried to expand my stream. You gotta dip out. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, man. Hope to see you sometime soon. Or ever again. Try to expand your stream. Well, if you ever stream here, I'll go to your channel and give you a follow if you're trying to stream. Let me find your channel. Hang on. If I go here, let's see, I'll hit you up with that follow. It won't show. But if you're ever live, and I am also on, I will definitely tune in. Yeah, no problem, dude. I think it's really cool because I'm trying to learn as much about this hobby as I can. So just watching more content, I guess, is like the best way to do that. Especially since there's gonna be so much of it. Like it's kind of insane how much there is to watch. God. Okay, we're almost done. One more guy, and then I rest. Ha. Sit there. Then I'll get this. A little bit more glue. A little bit more gluing to do. And then I can be free. I also haven't had water for the last like 3 hours. So I'm going to chug like 5 bottles of it after this. Don't even have a hydrate thing for my channel points, so you guys can't make me drink water. Haha. Good circle, people make one of things. Yeah, that's the same with me actually. Like normally I stream with my other friends who are like really deep into this hobby, and I'm like not even like at their level. It's really cool because like they always give me like really good advice as to like what to do when I'm like assembling miniatures. I don't know if they actually play the game, but they build miniatures a lot. So you know that's enough of a reason to hang out with them and like vibe with them. That I don't see what else is. What other good reason there is? That sentence did not come out right. But the general idea is like it's always good when you have friends who are like really good at the hobby to help you into it. All right, solid. All right, I have now. So I guess yeah, that's it. It's 60 minis. I need to paint. Yeah, I haven't. I've been building minis. Like let's paper towel. Why is that there? Anyway, I've been building minis too, and I just actually here. Where can I get it? There it is. I only just started prime. I only just got some minis primed today. Like there's this guy who I primed. Like I primed some other like Cadian guys I have. I'm gonna try and paint them at some point later. I just wanted to build these guys because I just wanted a good excuse to just use this new kit that I got. But no, it's building. I'm not at the point where I'm comfortably painting yet, and I want to be there. But no, it's cool. It was nice meeting you, man. I'm a dip. See you around. Yeah, no, it was really cool meeting you. Thanks again for the raid. I really appreciate you stopping by, dude. For the while you did. All right, sick. So yeah, no. So these are the minis. So these are some of the minis I assembled today. I got like this Boxcaster guy, this bayonet guy. If you're wondering, the Frecky, I've assembled what is it? The like the new edition of the Cadian Shock Troop Squad, like the one that the main reason why I want to assemble is because it came with the sniper, and I think I just want the sniper as like a unit to have, and like I think the sergeant with the hat looks cooler than like the angry sergeant. But you know, I think that was yeah, that's officially done with assembly. Wow, what a journey. I'll save the gluing for the bases later, but yeah, no, that was we're solid. Yeah, I think yeah, so that's that was basically the stream. It was pretty chill. I'm gonna go let's find someone else to raid. Actually, let's not end the small group we've gathered here right now, unless I don't know. It was crazy. We had a lot of people before, but we'll make someone happy because everyone likes to see it. Everyone likes to see people pop up. I'm going to scroll down. Why is Twitch taking like 2 years to load? Who am I raiding? I'm gonna raid this person with. Why not? We'll just raid this person with one viewer. Oops, crap. But yeah, I think while I'm setting it up, I just want to say I really appreciate it, guys, because you know, I've been like doing. It's been pretty chill, so. Yeah, sorry. I don't know how to rate on Twitch. I don't use Twitch that much. But yeah, it was chill meeting you guys. Yeah, no, it's always good to talk. Like just talking and painting and like building or painting minis. It's been like really good. Yeah, so I'm setting up the raid. But yeah, like I said, I'll be live whenever. I do a lot of things that aren't Warhammer, so if you see me live not doing Warhammer, don't worry. It is simply because I just stream whatever I want whenever I want. So yeah, it was nice meeting you guys. I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Whatever. All right, rating.